Hello, class 10 students. Welcome once again to Math is Possible. I'm going to continue your video for quadratic equation. Okay, so I have done just till part 1 from book Aggarwal, and after that I didn't do anything else. So today I'm going to start with the first exercise, and that is going to be exercise 6.1 in my book. Okay, and I'm going to start with this exercise, so you guys also get ready. Get your copies and your pens and everything ready. So let's start with this exercise 6.1. I don't know which exercise it is for you. Whichever exercise it is for you, write it down and start the questions. So the first question is saying that determine whether x equal to half and x equal to 3 by 2 are the solutions of the given equation. So question number 1, the given equation is 2x squared minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. Now they are telling you to check whether x equal to 1 by 2 is a solution of this equation. So solution of this equation means if I plug in x equal to half over here, then I must get a 0. I must get the answer as a 0. So let's see if I am getting or not. So x equal to half in equation 1. Make this equation number 1. So you can write from 1. Let's put 2 half square minus 5 by 2 plus 3. So let's check. So 2 by 4 minus 5 by 2 plus 3. So that is 2 ones are 2 twos are. So that is 1 by 2 minus 5 by 2 plus 3. So that what does this become? This becomes minus 4 by 2 plus 3, that is 2. So minus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1. So that is not equal to 0. So half is not the solution set for this particular equation. Okay, now let's go ahead and check if 3 by 2 is. Okay, another solution is given 3 by 2. So let's check. See, you can check the calculation if I am wrong somewhere. I don't think I'm wrong anywhere. It's all okay. So that becomes 1 by 4. So that's 2 by 4, 1. Then this is the same denominator. So it got subtracted, became minus 4, and it's okay. Let's check 1 by 3 by 2. So x equal to 3 by 2. So same thing we need to do. So 3 by 2 whole square minus 5 into 3 by 2 plus 3. Okay, that's 5. So 2 into 9 by 4 minus 15 by 2 plus 3. So 2 2s are, so that's 9 by 2 minus 15 by 2 plus 3. So just subtract them because same denominator. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that is a minus 6 by 2 plus 3. So that is a minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 equals to 0. So this is the solution set. Okay. So the second one is, and the first one is not. So that's it for the first answer. Let's go on to the next question. Question number 2. Question number 2, part 1. 2 part 1. It's saying solve the following equation by factorization. Solve the following equation by factorization. Okay. 4x squared is equal to 3x. Now, I know some of you are looking at this and saying, okay, let's cut 1x here and 1. Don't do that. Okay, please don't do that. Okay, that would be wrong. Alright. So, that is x squared. So, this is 3x. So, you do 4x squared minus 3x equals to 0. So you take out an x. This is 4x minus 3 equals to 0. So you get two parts. One part x equal to 0 and 4x minus 3 equal to 0. So 4x is equal to 3. Hence x is equal to 3 by 4. I usually don't show so long. So you have to get into a habit of understanding when I directly write x equals to 3 by 4. So you've got two solutions, x equal to 0 and x equal to 3 by 4. You can plug in this equation and check whether you've got the correct answer or not. That's for you to do. Please do it. So let's do the next question. The part 2 of question number 2. It's given as x square minus 5x by 2 equal to 0. So x square minus 5x equals to 0. X minus 5. See, I've taken an x out. Don't get confused. I've taken an x out. So I'm left with an x. And x has come out. So left with a 5. So now you get two parts. Either x is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 5. So these are the two solutions. You can check. I'm checking the answer for you. Let me see if the answer is correct or not. Let's keep it in my pocket. Yeah, that's better. I hope the black marker does not damage my shirt. So which exercise were we in? Exercise 6.1. Exercise 6.1, first question is saying half is not a solution, 3 by 2 is. So like I told you, the second two part 1, if you check the answer, one is 0, the other one is 3 by 4 and second part is 0, 5. It's all correct. So let me just mark this page so that I can easily find it. So let's do the next question. So question number 3 part 1. 3 part 1, another one. 3 part 1. That is x minus 3 and 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So you see both of them can be 0. So x minus 3 equal to 0, then x is equal to 3 and 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, then x is equals to minus 5 by 2. Like I told you, you have to understand how I get these quickly. Okay, so that would give me the next 6 part 1, 3 and minus 5 by 2. All correct. Let's go on to the next question, part 2 of 3 only. 3 part 2, students, it's given x, 2x plus 1 is equal to 6. Okay, so multiply it. This becomes 2x squared plus x minus 6 equals to 0. Now, you remember I taught you midterm break. Okay, so let's break it. Break it. Cannot break it. Okay, not like that. Break it. Let's break the midterm. So you remember you have to multiply a into c. Your first step is a into c. That is 2 into 6. That is 12. Then what would be the second step? Second step would be to find the HCF. So let's find the HCF of 12. 2 6s are, 2 3s are, and 3 1s are. Now from here, your next step is what? To use these factors from the HCF to find the value that is b over here by subtracting, by multiplying and then subtracting and adding. So you can see over here, if I take these two 2's, it becomes 2 into 2, it becomes 4, and I just write 3 into 1, that is a 3, and if I do 4 minus 3, I get a 1. There is a 1 over here in front of x. So I got my b. Okay, so this is my third step. What is my last step? Fourth step is to multiply 4 and 3 and see if I get the AC. So that is 12, which is equal to AC. So you've got all your 4 steps. That means your midterm break is correct. Where do you have the midterm break? From where you're going to understand that from where am I going to carry on with this? From here. This is your third step, and from the third step you get the midterm break. Okay. So how do you do it? 2x squared plus 4 minus 3, put it in a bracket. I told you the sign in front doesn't matter. Whatever sign is there, let it be. Just use the numbers. Okay. So now let's open the bracket. So that's 4x. That is minus 3x. X is multiplied with both the numbers. Don't do this. Okay. That 4 minus 3 and again come back to 1. Then we'll be going back to the question. We're not trying to go back to the question. We are trying to find the 2 factor. So 2x, x plus 2 minus 3, x plus 2 equals to 0. Did you understand? Did you understand what happened? From here 2x is common. You're left with an x over here. And from here x is gone out. You're left with a 2 because 2's are 4. Okay, from here minus 3 I took out. So you put the bracket and the sign changes. So 3 came out, then x is left, then a factor 3 2s are 6. Now plus because minus sign outside the bracket. So you already know this. You will have to keep a note on this, that these two will always come same. If you're getting two different things over here, you are wrong. You will always get the same thing in both when you are taking a common. Now you take these two common out. So that is x plus 2 is taken out as common. Now whatever is left inside the bracket, write it. So x plus 2 removed, you're left with 2x. X plus 2 removed, you're left with a minus 3. Now either one of them is equal to 0. So let's pretend that both of them are equal to 0. So x plus 2 equals to 0. Then x is equal to minus 2. And 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then x is equals to 3 by 2. Again, let me check the answer for you quickly, so that I know that this is the correct answer. So question number 3 part 2. Question number 3 part 2 is minus 2 and 3 by 2. Correct answer. Students, let's go ahead and do the next question. And the next question will be 4 part 1. So let's start with question number 4 part 1. Okay. Yeah. 4 part 1. So rubbing this off. I know you all can copy it. It's very easy actually. 4 part 1. Okay. Again doing a midterm break. 4 part 1. X square minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. So now I'm going to do many sums like this, many questions like this with midterm break, so that you can understand how it's happening. Okay, so every time I keep doing, every time you will keep understanding how it is happening. So let's start with my first step. Every time I will not write like this: first step, second step, third step. But for a few questions I will. Okay, so for my first step is going to be AC, and my A is 1 over there. That's the coefficient of x squared. If you check the original equation, it's ax squared plus bx plus c. So A is the coefficient of x squared and c is the constant term that's here. I told you to forget about the sign, so that is 10. Okay. Next step is to find the HCF of 10. So 2 5s are and 5 1s are. Next step is to use these HCF values to find my middle term, that is my 3. So if I do this, 5 into 1 is 5. Yeah. And if I also do 2 into 1, that is 2. So I have 5 minus 2, that is my 3. That is my middle term. I told you forget the sign. I will not keep saying this every time. Now next thing what I'm going to see is that if these two multiplying gives me the 10 or not. So 5 into 2 is equals to 10, which is actually my AC. So I've got all my values correct. All are correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct, and this is correct. So the step which I am supposed to now use is that, as I already have told you. So let's start. X square minus 5 minus 2x minus 10 equals to 0. So x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 equals to 0. Why plus? You've opened the bracket and there is a minus sign outside it. That's why. So x minus 5, from these two common x. From here what is common? 2 is common. X minus 5 is equal to 0. Now you can see both these terms are same. If they are not, then what you're doing is wrong. Okay. So now what you do is x minus 5 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. So now what we are going to do? Now we are going to do this: x minus 5 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 5, and x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 2. Okay. So I know these answers are correct. Every time I'm not going to flip the book and check. Okay. So please, you guys do it, and if there is, suppose there is a small mistake over here in the sign or anything like that, it is a printing mistake, that's all. But it is not, because all my steps are correct. Okay, so let's move on to my next question, that is 4 part 2. Question number 4 part 2 is saying x, okay, 4 part 2, x bracket 2x plus 5 equals to 3. So 2x square plus 5x minus 3 equals to 0. Just checking out if I can write with this for some time. Anyways, so first step, go ahead, AC, that is 2 into 3, that is 6. Second step is the HCF of AC, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1. Next step is to find 5 with this HCF values. So it's very easy, 2 plus 3, that is 5. You can see them, 2 and 3 is there, just add them. Next, 5 into 2, that is, 5 into 3, not 5 into 3, 2 into 3, that is 6, that is my AC. Okay, all my 4 steps are correct. So which step? Now I am going to take my third one. So let's start with my third one. Okay, and let's continue. 2x square plus 2 plus 3 x minus 3 equals to 0. So that is 2x square plus 2x plus 3x minus 3 equals to 0. So that is 2x x plus 1. Is it? See how we get the mistake. See how you got the mistake over here. How am I getting the mistake? Let's do the mistake thing. Let's make you understand that how you can make a mistake in the exam. Let's say 3. This becomes x minus 1. Are we getting the same terms over here? No, we are not. This one is correct. This one is okay, but this one is a different thing. So they are two different things. So there is some problem with my factors. What is the problem? Let's find out now. This is a very good question, and luckily I got stuck in this question. If I wouldn't have got stuck, then you wouldn't have understood. So sometimes the factors may look very promising. Okay, yes, these are the ones. It cannot have anything else. I cannot have anything else. But you can have something else. Okay, so see how I'm going to change it. Look very carefully. Now 2 and 3 is giving me 5. But over here my answers are coming wrong. So what do? I do this. I do 3 into 2. That is 6. 6 and I take minus the factor 1. Then what do I get? 5. Now if I do the same thing over here, and if I do 6 into 1, then I get a 6. That is my AC. Now let's change it. Let's change it. I know you all have to cut the whole thing. Cut it from here. Cut these 3 lines. At least now you all know that you will not be making mistake. Okay. This type of sum, this type of question, you will never make a mistake if you know these steps. So then 6 minus 1 you do. Then what happens? This becomes a 6x and this becomes a minus x. Yeah. Now what happens? Now let's rub off this line. Now from here, what do? You do 2x, x plus 3 minus 1, x plus 3. You see? See, now we've got the correct thing. You see where we can make the mistake? You see, we've got the correct thing. Now we've got the correct factor. Okay? Now let's go. So it is not always that from here you will get the correct factor. Sometimes you have to understand here also. Okay? So now let's take this x plus 3 as common, and then we got a 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 3 and x is equals to half. So you got two values, x is equal to minus 3 and x is equals to half. You can put these values over here and check if you're getting the correct answer or not. Okay, I'm moving on to the next question, and the next question is question number 5 part 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and do question number 5 part 1. Again, same thing I'm going to do. Question number 5 part 1. So what is it given? It's given x square, 3x square. So that is 3x square minus 5x minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay. So let's start with this question. Everybody, you all can start. Okay, you don't have to wait for me. That I am going to do, then you are going to do. All of you all can do this question. I have already taught you 2, 3 now by now. So let's start with my first step. Still I'm continuing with this AC 3 into 12, that is 36. Okay. Second step would be what is the HCF of 36. So 2 18s are, 2 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. Okay, so here we have got 4 values over here, and now we need to find the 5. Okay, so my third step would be what? Then my third step would be 3 3s are 9. So 9 minus 2 2s are 4. That is my 5. So I've got my B over here. I told you to reject the sign. Next part is 9 into 4. That is my 36. So all looks beautiful, and that's equal to my AC. Okay, so these are the factors, but still you might get stuck when you come to know that they may not be the factors. Okay, but let's start. Let's just do this and make sure that these are the factors and we are not doing something wrong. 3x square minus 9 minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So that is 3x square minus 9x plus 4x minus 12 is equals to 0. So from here 3x common, so x minus 3 plus 4 common, x minus 3 equals to 0. So 3x plus 4 and x minus 3 equals to, you can write any one first, okay, doesn't matter. So x is equals to minus 4 by 3 and x is equals to 3. So I've got two values for you, and that is how to solve this question by midterm break. By now you all have done so many midterm breaks. Let's do one more the same way. Let's do another 2-3 more same way so that you can understand even better. So let's do question number 5 part 2, and question number 5 part 2 looks like a big one. Okay, so question number 5 part 2, everybody, that's 21x square minus 8x minus 4 equals to 0. 21x square minus 8x minus 4 equals to 0. So the first step would be AC, that will be 21 into 4. Everybody multiply in the rough. 21 into 4. 4 to that 8. That's 84. Second step would be the HCF of 84. Okay. So 84 42. Okay. 221. 3 7s are 7 1s are. Okay. Now the next part would be to get this 8. Okay. Part 3 is to get 8 from here. So if you see, if I do 7 to 14 and if I do 3 to 6, so let's see, 14 minus 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm getting an 8. So I can do, I'll take these two and these two. Okay. So 14 minus 6, that is 8. Now the fourth step would be 14 into 6 to check if it is 84. Okay. So I'm checking in my calculator. So that will be 14 into 6, 84. Correct answer, 84, that is equal to AC. So all my steps are correct. So let's start now. 21x square minus, okay, 14 minus 6, x minus 4 equals to 0. So which step I'm supposed to do after I have got all 4 correct? By this step. So everybody, I hope you all are marking these things in your exercise book, where you all are copying all these things, so that next time when you are revising or you're studying these things, you all don't forget. Okay, you'll have it with you. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. So let's take out the 7 from here. 7 and x. 7 3s are 21 and 7 2s are 14. Plus from here let's take out 2. So that is 3x. 2 3s are 6 and 2 2s are 4. That is equal to 0. So that is 7x plus 2. 3x minus 2 equal to 0. So 7x plus 2 equal to 0. Then x is equals to minus 2 by 7. And 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. Then and then x is equals to 2 by 3. Check these answers in your book. Those of you who don't have a book, you have to believe me, I'm God over here. Okay. Anyways, so these are the two answers. You can check it out. Okay, you don't have to worry. I'm getting the correct answers. So 5 part 2 also done. Let's do 2 more questions and finish off this class. 6 part 1 and 2. Okay, then I'll give you one at home to do. 7, both parts I'll give you at home to do. Okay, so let's just tick this. Let's tick it with a marker only. Doesn't matter, it's my book only. So 6 part 1 and 2 I have done. No, 6 part 1 and 2 I have not done. 6 part 1 and 2 I am going to. Sorry. Yeah, 6 part 1. 3x square is equal to x plus 4. So by now you know how to do. X minus 4 equals to 0. So 3 4s are 12. First step, AC, that is 3 into 4, that is 12. Second step, HCF of 12, 2 6 are 2 3s are. Next step is to find the B from here, that is a 4 minus 3, that is 1, because the 1 over here says 2 2s are 4 and minus 3. The next step is 4 into 3, that is 12, which is AC. Next step after this, all 4 steps are done. Next, you start with the third step and start it over here. 3x square minus 4 minus 3x minus 4 equals to 0. That is 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4 equals to 0. So from here x common, 3x minus 4. From here nothing means 1 common, 3x minus 4. Nothing means 1 common, means 1 is a factor of everybody. Okay, so 1 can be taken out common. When you multiply 1, it's the same thing. So you're left with x plus 1 and you're left with 3x minus 4 equals to 0. So you get two parts, x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 4 by 3. So I got two parts. Now let's do the second part of 6 part of this question, question number 6. Let's do the second part and finish it off. Okay, so this is the first part, not wrapping it off. Question number 6 part 2. Question number 6 part 2. So this is question number 6 part 2, everybody. Book ML Aggarwal, class 10 students, okay, is equal to 35. So 6x square minus x minus 35 equals to 0. So first step, let's write the steps down here. Okay, first step is multiply them. So 35 into 6, everybody do it, don't do like me, you're not allowed. Okay, so that is 210, that is AC. Next step is to HCF of 210. So that is 2 divided by 2 is 105. That will divide with 3. That is 35. That 75 and 5 1. Now we'll use these factors to find B. So let's use this factor. My B is 1. So we are 7 2s are 14 and 5 3s are 15. Right? So 15 minus 14 is 1. And let's check the last step. If 15 into 14 is going to give me 210 or not. So 15 into 14 is 210. That is my AC. So all my steps are correct. That means my factors are correct. Okay, 99% cases it's correct. Otherwise, one case I showed you how. Again, still it is correct if you change those factors. Okay, so 6x square minus 15 minus 14x minus 35 is equals to 0. So 6x square minus 15x plus 14x minus 35 is equals to 0. So from here, what can we take out? We can take out a 3 over here and an x over here. So 2x, 3 5s are 15 plus 7. Okay, 7 2s are 14, 7 5s are 35. So you see you are getting 2x minus 5 and 3x plus 7 is equals to 0. So you get x is equals to 5 by 2 and you get x is equals to minus 7 by 3. So you get two values of x, that's over there. Question number 7 part 1 and 2, I am going to write it for you and you all do this at home. Okay, question number 7, this is part 1, is 6p square plus 11p minus 10 equals to 0, and the second part would be 2 by 3x square minus x by, actually I'll do this in the next class. Again you say, so there is a fraction how to do. So you do 6 part 1 only, okay? 6 part 1 you'll do, and the next one I'll do in the next class. Let's get this pen is becoming too big. So I've given 7 part 1 as your homework, and 7 part 2 I'll do in the next class. Okay, so that's it, my lovely students of class 10. This is your second video for quadratic equation. I will be making more videos, so take as much help as possible from my channel, Math is Possible. See you in the next video. Bye bye.